Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. There's only a few days now before my children break up for school for a 2-week break over Christmas, and it's time when I really ought to be making thank you gifts for the teachers and getting them to stamp and write cards. The boys, that is, not the teachers. Don't want to be making their own stuff. And so today I have a little dinky box for teachers, or as I put on my Facebook page, Dinky Teacher's Gift. And so it gave up a lot of questions of, are the teachers dinky or is the box dinky? It's the box. And this one here, you know, teachers, they get a lot of boxes of chocolates. They get quite a lot of wine at my children's school. But I wanted to make them something from me for them. So this one has got 3 tea lights in it. Now, the ones that I've got in here are the depth of the IKEA ones and the plastic ones that the plastic cup tea lights that chandlers make, you know. So my chandler team and friends who make candles, they use the plastic cup ones, and you can still fit 3 in here. These are the smaller ones that you would get maybe in Sainsbury's or somewhere like that, and you can fit 3 in there as well. So you can see that there's enough depth difference, so it doesn't really matter. Right, oh, minute 14 and I haven't even started building yet. Right, I have got here, this is the beginning of my Use It Up challenge. For those who were with me last year, I spent about a month using up Christmas supplies in non-Christmassy fashion. So I have got an autumnal box here for you. Not Christmassy, could be Christmassy. However, this time I went for the Christmas paper. Love it. All is calm DSP. This measures 5.5 by 7.5 inches, which is 19 by 14 centimetres. On the long side, you're going to score it at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4 and 7 inches, which is 4.5, 9, 13.5 and 18 centimetres. So basically it's 1 3/4 of an inch that way, which is 4.5 centimetres. Turn it round and score it at 1 3/4 again, 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. I couldn't see then. I can't see my own lines. So it's 2 inches tall, 1 3/4 by 2 inches, and that's how you get the different sizes for the, you know, you can fit all the different candles in. And in metric, 4.5, 9.5, 12. Don't worry about writing it all down. It's on my blog. Description bar below holds the direct link to this project. It doesn't just go to the front of my website, it goes to the project. Okay. Fold and score, fold and burnish even your score lines. This paper is, it's got Pear Pizzazz as the main dominant colour, but the actual pack has got all sorts of beautiful shades in it. And I have already made the cards for my Use It Up challenge. I'm just looking over at it now. Yeah, that's a post-Christmas one. I think that's due out on the 27th. I'm very good at planning, aren't I? It's also partly because the children break up in 2 days' time and I'm not going to have any time to craft. Okay, let's turn this, oh, you can see it actually best that way. So I've got a couple of shallow lines, a long one, and then I've got a square area here. Ignore those ones, you don't want to cut those. It's this one down here that you want to remove. You see that little rectangle? So get rid of that one. And cut up those other 3 score lines. Excuse me, coughing. I'm just going to put that to one side because I want to do this little bit of stamping, because I've actually created a little banner here, and there is a good reason for that. Because when I was coming up with the design, I wanted to get my sort of little flowery, sparkly thing that seems to have become a theme this Christmas, and I wanted to get it coming across. And then when I wanted to put the wording on it, it was a bit of a long issue, so I will come to that in a second. 1 1/4 inch scallop circle with a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock, 1 inch circle and a little scrap of silver glimmer. And then I have got the teeny tiny sentiments. Now, if you're going to be giving this, maybe you're not watching this yet and it's after Christmas and you want to give a New Year gift. This set has got everything because it has got Happy New Year in it. But I'm taking, thank you this time, I used Just For You before. Thank you. Tiny little stamp. I forgot to get the ink out. Pear Pizzazz ink. And onto there. And you will see in a second why I've decided to create this sort of banner. The word window punch is quite long. It's perfect for so many of our stamp sets. But when you put those two together and put that over the top, it is just far too long, and it actually looks like a symbol for the London Underground. So I decided I didn't like that. So all you do, and the easiest way is to do it when you're looking down on it, is you put 2 score lines on each side. It doesn't really matter too much how far across they go. It doesn't particularly matter if they're straight or not. Hang on. Can you see those 2 score lines either side? There we go. And you fold the ones closest to the wording back, like that, and then the other score line you fold forwards again. So you end up with that shape. And that's how you get the banner, and it shrinks down the size and it sort of elevates it, and that was, you know, that was the effect I was aiming for. So let me get my adhesive out. So I'm going to put my sparkly circle on the front, and then I've got, although this is Pear Pizzazz, we do have Old Olive Baker's Twine, which is lush. It's beautiful stuff. Isn't that pretty? I don't know how well you're seeing that, but it's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to put a random cluster of mini glue dots onto here. You do need, when you're sticking stuff to glimmer paper, you do need adhesive of strength that's sort of kind of mouldable, because that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Because obviously they're you know, if you were sticking a microscope on this, there are undulations with the glitter. Something like snail is just not going to stick to it. So I'm just going to stick my Baker's Twine on. I'm highly amused and very grateful to my lovely friend Linda, who has coined the phrase "pootle loops" for these. She's an Australian demo who has, she was one of the very first people who started following my blog, and we have become great friends since. And she's a huge supporter. She'll leave comments, and she's named these "pootle loops," which I think is wonderful. And so I now have adopted the name too. So stick your pootle loops on. Okay, mini glue. Oh, can't pick up the mini glue dots. Mini glue dots onto this part, the sort of semicircular part we've created, and push it all in a bit, and it will fit perfectly. Look at that! How cute! Now I can build my box. I was naughty. I made you wait until I'd stamped before building the box, just in case anybody wanted to turn off the video. Okay. Bit of adhesive down this side. You can use snail on this because it is paper to paper. Fold it over and line them up. So that is your back. So you fold 2 sides in, then the back down. And some adhesive on here. Grab your candles. So I've just got plain ones. In there actually are some candles called Figgy Pudding, which are the same Blackberry Bliss colour as that paper, because that was the, oh, what was it called? Colour Me Autumn? Yes, Colour Me Autumn. So there's 3 candles in there. Pinch closed, it's just a milk carton style, although I have kept this part low. As you can see, I didn't want, you know, I didn't want excess paper, basically. Grab a hole punch. Which side do I want? I want the bigger side. Punch some holes, and then I have got Pear Pizzazz cotton ribbon here, and I'm just going to just check the front and the back. There's the back. Okay, so come through the front and then back round again. You could use white on this one. There's nothing stopping that. Okay. Now that bow that you can see there, first go. See if I can do the same again. Quite possibly not. Yay! Let's hope I don't undo it. It's only taken me 18 months as a demonstrator to learn how to tie a bow. Oh dear. Right, I want to leave these tails long as well. Okay, and then I'm going to put a dimension along the back of this one. Make sure you've got it the right way up, at a bit of a jaunty angle. Perfect gift for my little boy's teachers. I'll see you later. I've got 24 of these to make. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.